Hello there. Good evening. Yep, it's me again. I just got done creating like a 3-minute video on reloading. Then my phone rings. Actually, not my phone, but my YouTube channel gave me a notification stating that I have a current comment on one of my videos. This video, I've been creating different topics on the U.S. Navy and our status and stuff like that. And I think I'm on my third part, and I think you guys already know I had some things to address with regards to family the last 3 months. That's why I've been gone for so long. But anyway, I'm back, so now I'm creating a continuation video for that particular topic of the United States Navy. The last two topics I presented was our concern with our quantitative advantage and our deteriorating situation on the quality of our hardware. Well, we got more problems, and this entails the present amount of hulls that we have in the Navy is not going to get any much in greater numbers anytime soon. Let me explain why. So we have about 270 plus surface hulls, including submarines right now, that are scattered worldwide that are able to deploy. Actually, that's kind of a misnomer. Think about this, right? 1/3 of our fleet are actually deployed. The other third are actually got back from a deployment where these 1/3 replaced them with, right? So they got back, they're under the pump period, they're going on leave, they're doing their maintenance, right? The other third, so which totals one full, 1/3, 1/3, 1/3 equals what? One full. The total fleet numbers. 1/3 of that is currently on training. They just got done with their, whatever it is, modernization programs, their maintenance cycles, and they're going through training so that they can relieve those 1/3 that are currently deployed. So let's just say we have 300 hulls right now. Out of those 300, 100 are deployed. You have east and west. In the Western Pacific, you have what? 50 hulls that are capable of deploying. That's assuming we have 300. But again, if you count the smaller ships, the frigates, which we don't have, the LCSs, which doesn't deploy, right? We are in dire, we need help, all right? So that amount of ships is a compilation of carriers, probably 1 to 2 in the Western Pacific, a compilation of guided missile destroyers, where you need 2 at least per carrier strike group, and another 2 or 3 that does their independent tours. Then you have your cruisers. We need 1 or 2 again, which we don't have. Why? Because they are so old, they're getting obsolete. Their weapons, not their weapons, but their communications, their radar, their fire control systems, their C3 systems are all old. Not even counting the propulsion system, the HM&Es, hull, machinery, and HM&E equipment. Okay, so all of those are getting old, and we don't have anything in the transition pipeline to replace those. So, replacing those. Let's talk about replacing those. What do we have? Aircraft carriers, right? We currently have 10 Nimitz class, 1 Ford class. We have 3 in production for Ford classes. What's the next one that's supposed to be coming up? The John F. Kennedy is not going to be in line till another 3 years. Come on, let's face it. So we're stuck with 11 aircraft carriers. Our cruisers, none of them are being replaced. Yet we have 4 of them going through a modernization program, supposedly to extend them for another deployment. Yet we have 1 here in Naval Station Everett, the Cape St. George, that's been there for 2 years. And we've spent on 4 of them $5 billion, which would be enough to build 2 Flight 2s. Well, no more Flight 2, a Flight 3 Arleigh class destroyers. 1.5. So let's just say 2, right? Able to deploy for the next 20 to 30 years. While our cruisers they're just in limbo. deteriorating in rust. A friend of mine that works for a flow training group over in Everett said that they are tired of fixing it. They can't fix it. Okay? So, what's the next step? Well, guess what? We can build them, but guess what? We only have 6 public shipbuilding sites around the nation. Only one of them is capable of building an Arleigh destroyer. Only one of them is capable of building a Ford-class aircraft carrier. While those 6 that we have, right? If you combine the 5 largest of the 6, is not even comparable to one shipbuilding site in China that's able to build a guided missile destroyer in 6 months, while it takes us 2 to 3 years. Plus, of course, the upkeep. Plus, of course, the time it's going to spend at shore for commissioning, the time for the people to get manned and trained, and the time to get tested, right? Chinese, they don't care about testing it. They just put it out there. Who cares? Going to shoot a missile, right? Somebody would contend with me that we do have more missiles than the Chinese. Yeah, we do. But what are we going to fire it with? Fire it on at? We don't have the hulls, right? While they keep building the ships and the hulls, they are closer to China when we confront them. Guess what? Our ships, if we fire, we got to send them back to reload. It's not like carrying a 30-round magazine in your AR-15 or your M4 or A1s, right? And then you have 4 to 7 more magazines in your back pocket. No. We shoot them, they got to come back. And the closest place to come back to is Guam. And I don't know everything. I don't know if Guam is capable of reloading our guided missile destroyers. Closest thing would be Hawaii, or you go further east to the Naval Magazine in the Puget Sound area or in San Diego. We have to fight with what we have. Right now we can't. We don't have the ships and the hulls. We don't have the capability to reload. And what happens when we get hit? That's even worse. You come back to reload and come back out? No. You got to fix the problem. Chinese can afford it because they got all the hulls, right? So come on now, current administration, what are we doing to address these problems? I don't know. I guess they're just doing damage control now with the current whatever happened with that chat line that ended up being troublesome for the current administration because, OPSEC and all right? You guys know what I'm talking about, my fellow veterans and active duty service members. So this, our active duty service members already knows these problems. These are for my friends that does not know what's going on. These are for my friends that just are worried. Well, our United States Navy is in dire straits. We have problems, people. Okay? So if you follow these topics of conversations that I've been posting and I've been creating for you guys, bear with me. This is just the third on a single topic. This is the third instance I had to relay this message. We've got 3 different problems. And I'm not done yet. I have the 4th and the 5th one too coming up. So for the moment, ladies and gentlemen, our men and women out there, I know it's hard. Morale is low. Retention is difficult. And recruitment is even terribly, it's not in good order, right? But we're going to get through this just like we have been. Unless we settle down and fix the issues, the major issues of our Navy, we're going to sustain this problem, all right? So our men and women out there, our sons and daughters, our brothers, sisters, to everybody that are deployed, guys, take care. Come on home, all right? I've been there. I've done all those deployments too and stood all those watches. So people love you down here. You guys take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Post.